Hey viewers, you're watching the Savera and I'm Vidhi Joshi. The Supreme Court has issued a notice to the Karnataka government regarding the alleged ban on the screening of the film Thug Life, directed by Mani Ratnam and starring Kamal Haasan. The court's decision comes after a petition was filed challenging the state's extrajudicial ban on the film's release. The petition, filed by Bengaluru resident M. Mahesh Reddy, claims that despite certification by the Central Board of Film Certification, the Karnataka government has prevented the film's theatrical release through oral instructions and police interference. The petitioner's advocate A. Velan argued that such actions amount to an unconstitutional restriction on free speech and expression guaranteed under Article 19, subsection 1A of the Constitution. The controversy surrounding the film began when Kamal Haasan made comments about the origins of the Kannada language during the film's audio launch, sparking strong reactions in Karnataka. Haasan claimed that Kannada is born out of Tamil, which led to a backlash from some groups in the state. The film's producer Raj Kamal Films International had petitioned the Karnataka High Court seeking protection, but the court suggested that Kamal Haasan issue an apology, which he refused to do. The petitioner's advocate argued that Karnataka government has capitulated to extremist elements who were attacking linguistic minorities and calling for the burning of theatres. The ban on the film stems from a deliberate campaign of terror, including explicit threats of arson against cinema halls and incitement to large-scale communal violence targeting linguistic minorities. The petition alleges that the government's actions are a direct violation of the fundamental rights to freedom of speech and expression and to practice any profession. The Supreme Court's notice seeks responses from the Chief Secretary, Principal Secretary and Director General of Police in Karnataka. The court has posted the petition for further hearing on June 17. The petitioner's advocate emphasized that the government's actions are a calculated attack on the secular fabric and public order of the state. The outcome of the case may have significant implications for the film industry and beyond, highlighting the need for a nuanced understanding of the complex issues involved. As the situation continues to unfold, it remains to be seen how the Karnataka government responds to the Supreme Court's notice and whether the film will be allowed to be screened in the state. The court's intervention may help to clarify the legal implications of the government's actions and determine the fate of the film's release in the state. The case has sparked a wider debate about the role of government in regulating artistic expression and the limits of free speech.
See, under the garb of enforcing an extrajudicial ban on Kamal Haasan's movie Thug Life, there was calls for violence of burning theatres and also against members of linguistic minority who happens to be Tamil people. A large number of Tamilians happen to live in the state of Karnataka. Now, in spite of such calls for violence, no action was taken by the state government. In fact, not even a single FIR was registered. No prosecution happened. In fact, the state government co-adopted the position of that extreme fringe. So, aggrieved by the same, we are before the Supreme Court, saying the fact that this court's decision mandates that such a hate speech and such call for violence will have to be immediately dealt with iron hand. In fact, this court also mandates the suo motu registration of FIR in such an event and consequential prosecution thereof. In the instant case, the state of Karnataka has not taken any action whatsoever and has not registered. Agreed with the same?
Sir, what was the issue that you had brought up here in Supreme Court?
A small fringe element sought to impose extrajudicial ban on Kamal Haasan's movie Thug Life. Under the garb of the same, they called for a large-scale violence, including burning of theatres, and also against members of linguistic minority, who happens to be Tamilians who live in large numbers in the state of Karnataka. The state of Karnataka did not register an FIR as mandated, did not proceed. In fact, worryingly, the state of Karnataka co-opted the position of the extreme fringe. Now, agreed by the same, we are before the Supreme Court saying that the orders of this court which mandate immediate action has not been complied with, and hence we seek immediate intervention for the protection of the safety of the minority.
So what did the court
was pleased to issue notice in the light of the urgency. It was made returnable on the coming Tuesday.
That's all for now. Stay tuned to the Savera for more updates. Do like, comment and subscribe to the channel.